Sup nerds, it's Jake here, and I got a 2019 13-inch MacBook Pro from Goodwill. And you're not going to believe what happens next. Or maybe you will, I don't know. I'm not playing around. I legitimately got this 2019 13-inch MacBook Pro with the touch bar, Core i5, 16 gigabytes of RAM, 2 terabytes of storage, and the 4 USB-Cs instead of just the 2, all for just $700 at Goodwill. Here's the tag and the receipt if you don't believe me, but the catch is it does look as bad as it does in the thumbnail. It needs new keycaps, a new battery, and it's about as clean as anything else in Goodwill. It looks like we have some work to do, so let's get to it. Yeah, these keys suck. You know, I'm curious to see what's under all these sweet labels. Well, if you were wondering what the most used letters are for Wordle, here you go. Don't worry, I got new keycaps from Amazon. That's backwards. Whoa, that's backwards. Alright, there's my new keyboard. Oh, great. That's awesome. Space bar. That's good enough. Comes with a spudger, too. Here, you need to just carefully pry all of these up from the sides with the spudger. It's not easy, though. Be very careful. There we go. This key right here, it's essentially the Game Boy Advance SP button without the satisfying click. But then again, this isn't very satisfying anyways. Alright, let's keep going. Ooh. Oh no. So here's the button. Let's just burn through the rest of these. This is really disgusting. Yeah, it's still gross. And here's me struggling to fix the 4 before giving up because it's just not worth it. Let's just put all the new keycaps on. And after testing them, I ended up with more broken keys than I started with. But the story doesn't end here. While I was looking up how to replace the entire keyboard, I saw a link to Apple's class action lawsuit. I like to stay up to date in the tech community, and I've been that way for a long time, and I just completely forgot about this one. But yeah, that was a big waste of time and effort. If you own any of these MacBooks here, you are eligible for a free keyboard swap if any of your keys stop working. So I got an appointment at Simply Mac because the nearest actual Apple store to me is like 2 hours and half the state away. Go Oregon. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Simply Mac is an authorized Apple retailer that is in smaller places like where I live. But it's not a full-on real Apple store. I think it's owned by a separate company. I don't really understand the relationship, but it doesn't really matter because I just gave them my laptop and they sent it to real Apple and they fixed it for me. They wouldn't let me film in there, so you just get the outside of the building. But while I was there, they informed me that Apple designed it so anti-repair-like that if they want to replace the keyboard, they have to replace the battery and the trackpad. Apple doesn't want you to know about that, so if you come in and say your keyboard and your battery aren't working, that they don't charge you for the keyboard, but they can still charge you for the battery. So at the end of the day, the lawsuit doesn't even really do anything. So I kept my mouth shut and they replaced my battery for free, my trackpad too, even though it did not need it, and I returned the $70 replacement battery I bought because originally I intended to replace it on my own. So I got everything fixed for free, and I didn't really have to do any work myself. And now that I have it back, it's practically brand new. It's got a fresh battery, it's a fresh keyboard, it's actually an upgraded keyboard. The only problem for me is it's a Core i5, and that's not enough power for the content creation stuff that I do. I do a lot of computer intensive work for this channel, my business, and other things, so I need a little bit more power than what it was given me. I bought this not only for the video and because it was a steal, but I've been wanting a laptop for a while now and haven't really been able to afford the power I need. And I really hoped that it was going to be enough, but it's still not, sadly. Gotta love how overpriced MacBooks are. But for you eagle-eyed viewers, you probably noticed that this isn't an Intel-powered MacBook. That's because I went to Best Buy and bought an open box M1 MacBook Pro. Again, they didn't want me filming, so you just get these shots I got with my phone. You don't need to spin it, Mikey.
Well, I thought you wanted the full 360 view.
But this is also practically brand new, and it's Geek Squad certified excellent, so I don't have to do anything to it. It just needed a little spit shine. Overall, I'm extremely happy with everything. Maybe this is a lame video because I didn't do all the work like I normally do in my videos. And yeah, I'm a little upset that I didn't get to do it myself, but at the end of the day, it just makes more sense to have someone else do the work for me for free, and if anything goes wrong with the repairs, they're the ones liable, not me, so even less money out of my pocket. And the reason I'm still putting this video out is I feel like there's good information in here that is important for MacBook Pro owners, really any MacBook owners, because I think that keyboard lawsuit goes to the non-pro MacBooks as well, maybe even some MacBook Airs. I don't know. Here's the list again if you missed it earlier. I don't know it off the top of my head. But yeah, I just feel like this is too important not to share. But if you are interested in this 13-inch 2019 MacBook Pro from this video, it's all fixed, I promise. I'll have it up for sale on my website, and it'll be the first link in the description. I recommend acting quickly because everything I sell on my website sells incredibly fast nowadays. Speaking of which, I did my first stream on this on Wednesday. Mod Monday is now twice a week, so if you love the streams and want more, be sure to watch Mondays and Wednesdays at noon Pacific. I'm doing 2 to 3 Game Boys a stream twice a week. So I'm trying my best to actually get Game Boys out to you guys. But most importantly, if you enjoyed this video, listen to Brittany. Also, just as important is subscribing if you're new here. You wouldn't want to miss any of the fun times we have on streams, shorts, or videos. So hit that subscribe button, because only 4% of my viewers are actually subscribed. So probably 96% of you are not watching all the videos and you're missing out. The only other thing you can buy off my website right now, retroremastered.com, are these awesome shirts. They're really cool. And if you want to support me further and get extra videos like these folks here, you can join the Mod Squad and become a member by hitting the join button down below or subscribing to the Patreon. I recommend becoming a member because then you can get a cool little Game Boy badge next to your name. But I think that's all the self-promo I can get out of this one, so I will see you guys in the next one. Later, guys.